self-confidence is gone, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Our self-confidence is so gone that we take pride in lower things. We take pride in being excuse my language, but you take pride in being the baddest nigga on the street. I'm the baddest nigga around here. Be like, yo, you paying rent just like the other brothers. The brothers you just beat up, you paying rent just like him. But we'll take pride in stuff that don't even matter. That's how low estate we are. Read.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness.
So we groping at noonday, at the blind groping dark. We going from one religion to the other. Some people want to be Muslims. They want to be Masonic. They want to do all these things, but their true history is in this Bible. The true history of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. So what you have to do is to stop these curses. You got to start keeping the commandments. You got to put that cigarette down. Give me on 1 Corinthians 6. You know what I mean? Because once you start keeping these commandments, you'll put that cigarette away. Whatever you got going on in your life, you'll fix it. Because everybody has something going on when they come. You think we just sitting here with a purple shirt on? We didn't have nothing going on? Well, we had a lot going on too. But we fixed it. We keep the commandments. You understand? And that's how you break this trend. You break that black and black violence trend. You break this mindset. I want you to understand, you break the mindset. It's a mindset behind that. But we're gonna get this first, just because and then we're gonna get this first. Read it.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
You are the temple of God. Brother here, he is the temple of God. You understand that? Your bodies, right? Read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
And the Spirit of God dwelleth in who? You, right? Right? You, right? It's dwelleth in you. Read.
If any man defile the temple of God.
If any man do what?
Defile the temple of God.
How can you defile your temple? Hey, brother, come here. Hey, I want to ask you. Hey, Brother Clark. Just for a second. Just in case you don't get it right. Give me 2 ways you can defile your temple.
Smoking and drinking.
How about you? What you got? Other than smoking and drinking?
Not keeping the commandments.
But I'm talking defiling your body, hurting your body. What else you can do? Fornication. You go from woman to woman. That's why I brought that up earlier. Not only is it smoking, not only is it drinking too much, because you can drink hard drinks, but you don't supposed to drink too much, right? That's in the Bible too. You supposed to stay sober-minded. But what I want you to understand is your body is a temple. You knowing that cigarette is bad, and everybody around you know that cigarette is bad, and you still smoking it, that's a sin. You are defiling your temple. Read on. Watch what happens when you defile your temple. You already know, but watch what happens. The Most High said it to read.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
Who's God's going to destroy?
Him shall God destroy.
So what's going to happen to you when you keep smoking? Exactly. And guess what? When I asked you that question, guess what you already knew? God was going to do what? You knew that God was going to kill you. Now it's more personal. I want to show you why it's personal. Give me Amos 3. This is why it's personal. And now you met us. Now it's personal. And now we knew you knew better. Now the Most High know you know better. And this is what he do to our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So let me show you what he do to us, because we know better. Let's start at 1. Amos 3 and 1. Read.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord speaketh against you, O children of Israel.
Who is he talking to? The children of Israel. We the ones that fit these curses. This happened to us. Like the officer was reading earlier. He was explaining to you how these curses fit what happened to us. Moses was talking to who? When he was just teaching you, who Moses was talking to when he was talking about the curses? He was talking about the children of Israel, right? So who actually those curses came upon? What we call them today? We call them slaves, and we call them what? We call them black. We call them what? Afro-Americans, African-American. We call them Hispanic. We call them Spanish. We call them Indians, Native Americans. All that happened to them, what Moses been talking about thousands of years ago. You get what I'm saying? So Moses made the prophecy of what's going to happen to the children of Israel, and it's happening to the people that we just mentioned. So what that made them? the children of Israel, right?
Anybody from-
You get it? You get how that goes? It's just that simple. I know you got a little smirk on your face. You're like, damn, for real? Is this that simple? Yeah, it's that simple. Moses prophesied about 1,000 years ago, and it happened to us, and it's still happening today. And we're going to get that too, but I want you to understand this. Read that from the top again, Amos 3:1.
Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
This whole family, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all your brothers, read.
Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Who do God know? No, read again. You missed it. Read slowly.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Who did he say he know?
All the families, all the blacks.
The Hispanics and Native Americans. The children of Israel, to make it easy for the children of Israel, he said, you only have I known all the families of the earth. You understand that? So, the Most High got children. He called them the children of Israel. He said, you only have I known.
Indians, all that.
Yeah, he said, you only have I known all the families of the earth. Then that means, just like when your parents say, hey, boy, you better be in the house before these street lights come on. Right? They talking to everybody, they talking to you. Exactly. They don't care what nobody else is doing, right? I want you to understand that. Read that again.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you.
Who are you going to punish?
I will punish you.
And you looking at it on all these pictures, those punishments. He said, therefore, I will punish you for what?
For all your iniquities.
For all your what?
For all your iniquities.
Because you still smoking when you know it'll kill you. So yeah, I'm going to punish you for that.
Bring it out.
You're an Israelite, you're my child, and I told you not to do it, not to defile your temple, and you still doing it. So I will punish you for that. You understand that how it goes, right? So what you have to do, you got to figure out. I know it's a addition.
Rules and regulations.
Yeah, you got to figure out how to start doing that thing. Give me 1 Timothy 6 and 10. I want to talk about something because you said they just call you money, right? I'm gonna show you what money gets you. First Timothy 6 and 10. You got it? Read.
1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10. For the love of money.
For the love of what?
The love of money is the root of all evil.
The root of all evil. You want to know why? Give me an instance. Why would the Most High say for the love of money is the root of all evil? Why would he say that? What would you do for money? Or what would you? Some people you gotta say what you wouldn't do for money.
I go to work for money.
Hustle for money. What do you mean hustle? What's the hustle? Oh yeah. That's, you'll work your butt off. You'll almost work till you die to get that money. Tell the truth. Most men are like that, right? We gonna work our butt off. But in certain times that you work, in certain times you don't work. But read that again.
For the love of money, is the root of all evil.
It's the root of all evil because on a Sabbath. Guess what you don't supposed to do on a Sabbath? Working.
Bring it out.
Buying, selling. You don't do none of that on the Sabbath. All right. And today is what? It's Sabbath day. And I want to bring that out because you said just call me money. And I'm like, I have some friends that would call money, but he was, J money, G money, they put a letter and they put money after it. And all of them would do random stuff for money. They got to live up to that title. So I'm going to read that to make sure you're not trying to do crazy stuff for that title because I'm your brother. Read on.
Which while some coveted after.
Some did what?
Some coveted after.
I mean, that's all you want. You just coveting off money. You need it. You got to have it. Read.
They have erred from the faith.
They did what?
They have erred from the faith.
So sometimes you want money so much. You like, you know what? I know it's Saturday, but that's when I can make that green. That's when I can cut that grass. That's when I can sell all my items. When I can just sit at the corner all day and make about $300-400. You get what I'm saying? But guess what? That's against the faith. That's against God. Oh, you do that on the Sabbath day. That's just the way it is. Read that from the top. I see the look. You're like, man, that's hard. I got to stop smoking and I got to start working on the Sabbath. Man, read that again.
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil,
Love of money is the root of all evil. Read.
which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith,
They have erred in more than that. They erred from the faith. They won't keep the Sabbath day. Read.
and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
They didn't make themselves have many sorrows. You tired as hell all the time. Mad, pissed off. Oh my God. Yeah. The most I've been talking to you, you just don't know this your book. Read.
But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness.
See these things and follow after righteousness. Keep the commandments. Give them righteousness. He's new to this Bible. We're going to get righteousness. Because we want you to understand this. I know you, have you ever heard these things before come out of the Bible? Did you understand that the Bible is personal? It's talking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's a very personal book. The Most High God mentioned things like 3, 4, 5, 6 times to make sure we don't do it. And guess what? We'll still do the opposite. And then we wonder why we go through the things that we go through. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God.
See that? It's our righteousness that we observe and do all these commandments before God. You understand that, right? So you shouldn't be smoking, because that's just going to tell your body. You put smoke inside of your body, it's going to tear it up. I don't care what kind of smoke it is. I don't care if it's hemp. I don't care if it's weed. I don't care if it's a house fire will kill you. Different kind of fumes will kill you. You wouldn't even, all of a sudden you just go into the sleep world and die. You wouldn't even smell it. But that's how bad it is. But we'll still sit out here day after day after day sucking up smoke in our body. And you say to yourself, you know it'll kill you. It'll give you lung cancer. I'll read the rest of that.
1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 11. But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness.
Faith, love, patience, and meekness. That's what we got to do. Because right now, you got to understand. You got this thing called black and black. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, come around. Hey, this is money. That's what he said to call this money. Hey, what's your name, bro? My name Abel. John. Hey, what's your name, brother with the runners? Jay. Oh, Jay, John, and money. All right. But what we teaching, when I'm teaching the brother, guys, he smokes. And he called it, and he said his name is money. So I'm trying to make sure he understands that you have the money all the time. You go, hey, certain times you can't work on Sabbath day. You know when the Sabbath day, John? When is the Sabbath day? Sunday? Is it? You sure? Oh yeah. Okay. So you don't know you there? Oh, all right. When is the Sabbath day, Jay? You don't know? I just get the Sabbath day right quick. Hey, by the way, y'all see this chart right here? These are the real Israelites according to the Bible. You know
That's right.
You know who Israel is in the Bible?
Yeah.
Israel is, they are God's people. God's chosen people. This Bible is talking about us. If you don't believe it, you can ask your brother money. He been sitting out here. He been sitting out here for a while, scratching his head like, dang. Yeah, he's talking about you. All right, read the Sabbath day.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Remember. That's what we're going to do today. I'm going to make sure y'all remember. Because y'all was once here before. And you forgot. You don't forgot what our own heritage is as a people. That's why we treat each other like we treat each other. I love my brother.
Move. I'll be right back.
Wait, hey, make sure you come back. Make sure we gotta make sure we love each other. Love and meekness, right? Stop smoking, right? Don't be after your money all the time on the Sabbath day. Read, remember.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
You hear that, Jay? 6 days you labor, do all your work. 6 days, read.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
In the 7th day you shall not do any work. How much? Read the rest of it. Read.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy maidservant, nor thy manservant, nor thy cattle, nor the stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and the sea, and all that was in them is, and rested the 7th day.
You understand that? So you don't even supposed to have your shop open on the 7th day. Nobody's working. When Christ come back to this earth, guess what? On the Sabbath day, everything shut down. We gonna be all about the Most High's business.
Right.
Y'all understand that? Now, you knew it. You a Judah, right? On this side. Hey, come here for a second. Where your father at? Where your father at on this side? Oh, so both of y'all Judah. Give me Christ. I want Christ. Give me Hebrews. Hebrews. I gotta give you Christ. Hold on, let me step around you right quick. Hey, check this out. Check this out, Jay. I want you to look at these two signs right here. So we was explaining to him that Moses, you know who Moses is, right? You read the Bible? You read the Bible before. Moses, when he came out of Egypt, he was with the children of Israel, right? He told the children of Israel that these things was going to happen to them. And guess who they happened to? To the blacks and the Spanish, right? So and Moses said, as a prophecy, that this would happen to the children of Israel, and happen to the so-called black people, the Hispanic people. Then what that made them? They made them black, right? Hey, hey, what's your name, bro? Tucker. Hey, I'm able. Hey, right. Hey, check this out. We finna show them something. On this sign, are you American black? You consider American black or whatever they call you today? African American, what they call you? All praises. You shouldn't. All praises. But all right, but I'm gonna show you that you are from the tribe of Judah, right? Check this out. Read that in Hebrews.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
It says it's evident that our Lord, Jesus the Christ, sprang out of Judah. So what that make you? Who your kinfolks are? Oh, who your kinfolks are? Nah, not black. Who your kinfolks are? Y'all from the tribe of Judah. All three of y'all from the tribe of Judah. Read that again. Read.
For it is evident.
It is evident. That's what Paul is saying. It is evident that who came from Judah? Read.
That our Lord sprang out of Judah.
That Christ sprang out of Judah. So if Christ sprang out of Judah, and we all from the tribe of Judah, then who is our family? Christ.
That's right.
That's right.
Through your blood is Christ. Through this brother blood, Christ's blood. Through this brother blood, Christ's blood in that. And then we got all our cousins when you see them on there. That's all our cousins right there. The other tribes. You understand that? So when we be in the streets and we beating up people, we stomping people down, especially when they from the tribe of Judah, guess who you beating up? You bring up your brother and who else? Who else you came to? Who else brother you beating up? You beating up Christ's brother when you doing that. When you shoot somebody down, guess what? Who you beating up? You just shot down. You shot down Christ's brother. Y'all understand that, right? Give me that in I think Micah 2:8. I want y'all to understand that. That's what we gotta do in our hood. That's how we stop the violence in our hood. We gonna have the kids back outside playing again.
Right.
Kids can't go outside playing. They'll snatch your daughter up in a heartbeat and drive off with her. We gonna fix our hoods. We gonna fix our hood. They be acting a fool. They be shooting at each other, beating on each other, snatching up our daughters, and we sit there and we glorify nothing. Like I said, we'll glorify being the strongest person out here. I whoop your ass. You glorify that, but then we can't. I'm the best drug dealer out here. But then again, your child can't even go outside, even if you're the best drug dealer out here. Your child go outside, they'll snatch her up too, and drive off, and next thing you know, she's in Brazil or some southeastern nation or something. You don't know what she at. All right, you got it? Read.
Micah chapter 2, verse 8. Even of late, my people is risen up as an enemy.
What are you talking about, brother? You said even of late, my own people risen up as an enemy. What are you talking about? Going against each other how? Fighting each other. They always the opposite. Yeah, we'll make up divides in our own neighborhood. Hey man, you little south of Henderson Street, we gonna mess you up when you cross this street. You better not come over here. For what? You get what I'm saying? It means nothing. And then probably both of them paying rent. Somebody else own where they live. And that's how we treat each other. But now we gotta understand that who blood runs through your brothers? Christ's blood runs through that. So we gotta see the Christ in each other, and we need to stop this violence.
Right.
I'm gonna bring the officer back up. Give me Revelation 1. Now first, what I want to do, I want you to understand what makes that happen to us. Actually, give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. You see this? This will start all that black on black violence right here. No other nations will look at a person that's not one of them and call them a god, or call them their Lord. We do that. We have these pictures all around. This dude is an evil person, and we have them all around. Some of our grandmother got it hanging on a wall. And guess what? That's tearing us down. But I want y'all to listen. I'm gonna bring this out right quick. I want you to get on the color of Christ when you come up. I want y'all to listen to this out right quick, and I'm gonna show y'all the way we should feel about each other. Hey, you too, sister, got time? I want you to hear this right quick. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
For thou art an holy people. He's talking to the children of Israel. Watch this. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God had chosen thee.
Had chosen who?
Had chosen thee.
He's talking about everybody. Read.
To be a special people.
He said, I chose you to be a special people. Read.
Unto himself.
Unto who?
Himself.
Read on.
Above all people.
Above who?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
What did the God just say about you? He said, you're above all people.
That's
exactly.
right.
Above all people.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. Iuic has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. Iuic, we deliver the truth.